Welcome. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. This is your weekly reading for the sign of Virgo. We are going to do a little energy report and see what kind of messages you're getting this week. I have some new decks today, which will be super fun. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. This is your weekly. How come? All right. So here we go. We'll start all the way over. Hi, welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. This is your weekly tarot reading for the sign of Virgo. So let's get started and see what your weekly energy report is looking like. Had a couple technical difficulties, so let's play. Here we go. All right, so we just came clear of the black moon eclipse. So new moons are all about intention setting, and we've got the clearing one coming up soon. How deep did it go for you guys? What was your eclipse looking like? What was your intention setting in new moon energy? Let's take a look and see. I think I'm going to do, I've got some new decks, so Spirits told me to play with these new ones. So let us see. We're going to do this one. Okay, Two of Pentacles, the Tower, Knight of Wands, Four of Swords, and then the Three of Cups. Okay, so what this is telling me with the Two of Pentacles, you've got a lot that you're juggling. So you've got this Two of Pentacles, which tells us that you got a lot in hand, and there is a little overwhelm that's going on with you right now. So we've got the Tower, okay? That means that things are shaken up a little bit, and you're kind of feeling as if you're one of those shocking things where you're feeling as if, what do I do now? Here's the thing about the Tower card. I can definitely tell you that the Tower has a lot of fear around it. People have a tendency to see the Tower card or the Death card, and the first thing that they do is freak out because they're thinking, you know, that the Death card indicates death, or that the Tower card means that a bad event is going to happen. But what's true is the Tower card really gives us an opportunity to see what is beneath the surface. It gets an opportunity to move some things out of the way that otherwise were stagnant. And then right next to that, we have the Knight of Wands. If you notice the fire that's in here, and there's some things that he has to go do where he has to take direction. Wands is a very male energy. It's forward thinking. Uh-oh, some channeling's coming. Always sneezing when I'm channeling. So here's the thing about this energy that's going on. I feel like some of the events that had gone on recently have you feeling a little uninterested in having a good time, or you're having a hard time enjoying things that you used to. That's the Three of Cups and the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is something's just not quite right. Hi, Brad. Mwah! So the Four of Swords is silence. This is also, I call this the Snow White card. If you notice, we've got a person on a dais, and they are kind of, it's almost always in a chapel or on a dais. And this individual is silent and not communicating. And the reason we don't communicate is sometimes, one, we don't want an audience for what's going on. We're either embarrassed by a situation, or we feel weak in the moment, or we're upset at ourselves for the manner in which we've dealt with something, and we don't want an audience. We don't want a witness. We just want to figure it out. And, you know, sometimes there's that comparison paradigm where everybody else seems to have it together and I'm going through it. And what's true is most people don't tell everybody what's going on. Following all of this energy here with the, now if you look at this as a sentence, right, the Two of Pentacles, juggling one or too many things, unsure which direction to go, and the Tower card, doing too much overcommitment feels like this breaking point. The Knight of Wands. Sometimes the Knight of Wands talks about our mouth. Like we said things, I know personally, I usually don't say things as gracefully as I'd like when I have some heavy energy going on. So I personally avoid interaction with others when I know I'm limited on the kind of resources that I have. I don't want to be a raging bitch to people. So I'm like, I just know that I'm not capable of being, you know, as graceful as usual. And so I bow out. And sometimes we get into that trap where we get silent. But next to all of that, we have the Three of Cups. And, you know, that's having fun. So all of this is preventing us from enjoying things and finding pleasure and joy. But the next sentence or strip of cards, for example, here is the Seven of Cups, which is overwhelm, right? So feeling a little overwhelmed and having too much going on, which was indicated in the first one. We've got the King of Cups. Our emotions are high. The Knight of Cups, we're being, you know, I wouldn't say irresponsible, and I wouldn't say impulsive is a better word. Like, you know, Knight of Cups is really about that energy where we're impulsive emotionally, right? And then look at all this overwhelm that's going on. This is the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords can reference insomnia, and sometimes it can talk to us about overwhelm. That's that negative feedback loop, like a song you heard on the radio or a commercial you can't get rid of. That's like 8775300, a song that I'll remember from high school because I just heard it and it rotated around and around and around until I listened to something else to replace it. So here's the thing. We have the Fool card. So this is one of those spiritual paradigms that although things are rough, it opens opportunities for you. So what I'm saying here is the Fool card is a crossroads. You have this opportunity stepping forward to decide what to do next. And the Two of Pentacles is making it difficult for you to. Which one of these things do I give up? 6 of one, half dozen of the other, not quite sure. It's interesting because I just took a picture of some of the archetypes to describe some of them, and I was just holding up the Two of Swords. Brad, you'll like this one. Indecision is a decision. So that means that you pretty much like the situation that you're in, or you're comfortable enough with it that you're not about to make any changes. One of my favorite public speakers, Kerwin Ray, a life coach out of Australia, likes to say disgust is an incredible motivator. I'm disgusted with my weight, my relationship, my finances. And then we finally get our shit together and really start to push and drive things forward. But we have some overwhelm. I wouldn't say overcommitment, but there's just a lot going on that's expected of you. Here's the thing. So for you, Virgo, you've got the Four of Wands, which means commitment. Some of us are committed to the commitment because I said I would. And we don't want to let go of our integrity enough to renegotiate because we said we would, and we have a sense of pride in there. What I do see for Virgo is the Five of Swords, making the best of a situation. And also might be a group argument or a group dynamic where you're feeling as if, you have too many people to be accountable to for this situation. But the outcome for you, now I love this though, even though this is the back end, the story that was going on before this upcoming week, what I am seeing for you is Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is nurturing emotional intelligence. The Ace of Cups is a pivot point when it comes to love, and the Ace of Pentacles is the pivot point when it comes to money. Okay, so you've heard me say all the time, this very Venus energy, love and money go in the same direction. They're very expansive. Unlike, Aries, which is very direct, that's all that male energy. But Queen of Cups is this nurturing energy that you have. So just know that moving forward, based on these decisions that you're required to make with the Fool card and taking these opportunities, that you're going to have some expansive energy both in love and money. It's going to take movement though, so it's going to require of you a little bit of foresight and direction in order to get things moving. All right, so that's the Virgo sun. For those of you that don't know about your sun, moon, or rising, that's fine. Just keep listening. It's all going to apply. I'm going to pull from this other deck. The Witch's Tarot was a gift, so I'm practicing with it, and I'm falling in love with it. It goes a little more spiritual, which is appropriate for a moon reading. Moon is our circumstance, our emotions, our moods. Hi. And our environment as well. In my Hellenistic astrology class, my first year course, we're talking about the moon being also our circumstance or environment. So based on our circumstance and environment, what are we thinking? What are we feeling? And what are we not projecting? This is our internal world. So let's take a look and see for Virgo moon. All right, yeah. So the first thing that comes up is a couple things: feeling stuck in the center, wanting things to be easier. Again, the Knight of Wands. This is about wanting some recognition as well. So the Knight of Wands, also the Knight of Pentacles, it's about wanting acknowledgement. Center of your reading is the Ace of Swords. So Swords is air, air is decisions. Swords is cutting to the chase here, guys. So you have this Ace of Swords, which is telling you to make decisions, dead center of your reading. It's also giving you a warning to watch yourself for attitude, right? I'm going to show you this. So this is the Page of Swords. Look at him. He's ready to go. He wants a fight. So this may be our road rage, our PMS feeling, that like subtle boil that's going on. We also see the Nine of Cups, really looking for some self-care and good times, right? This is the Nine of Cups, which is celebration, etc., and plenty. You have the Four of Cups in the beginning. This is a little pout. We all pout every now and then. I pout. I'm a good pouter. Don't get my way. It's the first thing I do. I'm disappointed. Pout. Doesn't do shit. Makes me feel good, right? So we have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant, I've been talking a lot about the Hierophant lately. Hi, what's up, Twitch? So the Hierophant is our indicator for what drives us. Once upon a time, hi Courtney. Once upon a time, there was this message about the Hierophant that had to do with our leader, our spiritual leader. And back in the day, that was our Pope, our priest, etc. And we used to really listen to those precepts in order to guide the decisions we make in our life. And what's true is the Hierophant also references the things that drive us. That could be cultural biases, relationship, and gender roles, because we feel that we have to be the wife, the mother, or woman, like sit this way or behave this way. But these are the programs that are in our head that we decide that we need to adhere to, or that we need to honor or hold higher. So that would be God's law, or that would be, you know, moral codes. For whatever reason, we make up these codes in our head, like we have to do things a certain way, etc. So you're putting yourself against a standard here with the Hierophant, and then you're feeling stuck. Moving forward, we see the Six of Swords. You want things to have some movement. We have the Three of Wands. You're constantly watching this scenario. A little bit of obsession. That was going on with the Nine of Swords, where I talk about insomnia, etc. And then I'm seeing the Eight of Wands. Things are already in motion. So what we got to do is ride this train out. Redirecting a little bit side to side keeps us in track. But just remember, you know, like small directions, right? So just the warning here is unplug or you're going to break. Okay. You've got a lot of knights and a lot of swords. Swords are edgy, right? Thank you. So swords are edgy. The Eight of Wands is things already in motion. So it's kind of difficult to, stop a train that's already in motion, right? I'm not doing ratings quite yet. This is just for Virgo, but I'm going to come back a little later and do some Q&As if you guys want me to. Just put it in the comments if you want me to come back this afternoon. So one of the things that I want to mention about this moon reading is the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor is all about being direct and independent. So this means do the math for your own needs and do not include anyone else into that equation, right? Don't add anyone else into that equation until your needs are met, right? So you factor exactly what it is that you need and then add. You don't equate, because this protects your foundation, so to speak. That's very Emperor energy. Emperor is also very direct. So you're being told to be direct, but also not be bitchy. What a conundrum. Hopefully that's helpful to you. I am going to pull one more card. For those of you on my other social media platforms, please join me on YouTube. You can get the picture-in-picture jam for Instagram and TikTok. Join me on my YouTube. You can also see your signs topically in playlists, so you can find your sign. Please check the website for your personal one-on-one in-depth reading at karmaondeck.com. There's also a local class going on called Tarot 101 with Karma. We're going to go over techniques and all the chakras, how to clear your own energy, proprioception, astral travel, all the fun things, sacred geometry, etc. So if you're interested in that, reach out. It starts next week, so you have plenty of time to get in there. Highly encouraged to get in there and get some skill sets. The other side of that too, you can come ad hoc. You can come at one at a time if you want. Drop-ins are welcome. So your card for this week's focus is lots, chance. You got to be a little risky with what's going on right now. You're being asked to be bold. That's the Emperor. You're being asked to make decisions. Ace of Swords. It's a turning point for you. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. And then you also have the Fool card. So you're at a crossroads right now. And there is no reason that you have to be in a hurry to make decisions. It's just the stuck feeling that's giving you urgency. Also, cautionary measures for you. Just remember, Mercury retrograde shadow periods coming up. We're going into that full tilt on the 10th. Let me know if you need some help figuring that out, and I will catch you guys on the flip.